Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Shingen's Laboratory, where we rock around and find out. I'm Shingen's assistant, and this week we won't be putting a subject to the test. Instead, we will be testing a team composition idea, the idle team. There are a lot of people that say that Genshin is an easy game, which led me to ask, can you beat Genshin content without even playing? And if not, what is the least amount of actions that you need to Genshin? Let's put it to the test. この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。So first of all, what even is an idle team? As you may know, there are two types of characters in Genshin Impact. On-field characters and off-field characters. The idea behind an idle team is to have enemies defeated by the damage of off-field abilities alone. It is an idea that I have been working on quite a while ago, since I noticed that sometimes just setting up elemental abilities started killing off enemies by themselves. That on itself shows you that not every off-field character is suited for an idle team, as charging up elemental burst isn't that much of an idle thing. Or at least that's how I see it. Feel free to try any off-field characters that you like. I personally found more success with this team, an aggravate team with Raiden and Nahida, as well as Fischl and Yao Yao for healings. I also like to throw in Albedo into the team sometimes, especially when the enemies are particularly resistant to either Dendro or Electro. Other characters suited for an idle team are Kuki, Chichi, Dihya, and Baiju. I haven't found particularly useful any Hydro characters so far, but that's something that I'm going to touch on later in the video. So now that we know what an idle team is, let's see it in action. Domains are pretty easy to do with an idle team. And I found that daily commissions are also pretty fun to do with it. But of course, the real question is, can you do the Abyss with an idle team? Yeah, not really. And it's not intended for that. However, if you really wanted to, you could play the team normally and you could actually beat the Abyss on time. But at that point it wouldn't be an idle team, would it? So, why an idle team? What's the point of this? Well, first of all, I find it fun, but I also find it a pretty comfortable thing to do. I enjoy playing Genshin a lot, but let's be real for a moment. You don't look forward to do your dailies every single day. Sometimes you just want to get it over with, and having a team that makes it easy to just press a few buttons and see everything die can be a pretty good thing. I would like Genshin Impact to introduce more characters in the future that can be put into an idle team, specifically Hydro characters. The off-field Hydro characters in the game, like Kokomi, Mona, and even Barbara, they don't provide enough off-field Hydro application to make a fun team. Especially if you want to do something like Idle Hyperbloom. And I believe that having something like an off-field Hydro applicator whose application doesn't depend on your normal attacks would be something that greatly benefits Dihya. So let's hope that now that Fontaine is right around the corner, we get to see such character designs. And that's all this week from the laboratory. What did you think about the idle team? If you give it a try, please let me know in the comments below. And if you like this episode, remember to like and subscribe. And remember, the difference between just rocking around and doing science is to record it and put it on a YouTube video. See you next week!